Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to 2 Point Museum. We're back in Bungle Wasteland. Now it's been a while since we come here and we only have 1 star of these objectives completed, but I have spent a little bit of time doing this place up and adjusting a few things so you can see why we now have a new layout, where we have a toilet down in the left, gift shop in the right, and then a range of scientific exhibits right in the middle there. There's a few things that we need to note. I've started building a little staff area down here by the helipads, which of course we have 2, one of them sponsored by Bungle. We also took on quite a few of the sponsorships. If we just have a look here, we've got the Bungled Bin and the Cheesy Gubbins plushies. So the Cheesy Gubbins plushies go in your gift shop and they get quite a bit of footfall. I've put the bin here. It doesn't seem to get a lot of footfall. I've moved it around the museum a few times just as I've been working on it. You might notice it's January of year 13 now, which means it's taken us a while to get to this stage. We're about 7 years on from when we last left it, so quite a lot has happened. I've taken my security room blueprint from the last museum we were working on, and we're using that here as well. And my staff room blueprint that I designed a while back is also in here. We do have a wide range. If we have a look at the Jab Maestro here, I basically, before moving on, I have got the current exhibits to the pristine level, including all of the custom contraptions that you build in your workshop. So I've done quite a bit of stuff. You'll also note, if we have a look here, we've got a sickly pear that's now fully researched and pristine condition, ready to go in, and I've also built a photosynthesizer. So we are going to start working on a botany area over in this side here, and we are going to do some fantasy finds, because science, fantasy, botany, I think that's a nice little combination that we can have here. So we're going to do some fantasy find stuff. Now for fantasy finds, we actually need to bring in some new staff, and that will improve our ability to actually start doing these expeditions. So I'm going to put an advert out for 3 fantasy trained experts. We'll see what we get in. We currently have a olive statue in here as well, and also we had a visit from Roderick and he gave us this bust, and that's bringing in quite a bit of money. I think there's a lot of people enjoying that one, and as you can see, we are continuing to reach enlightenment levels here, including researching that folding chap trap a little bit more, which I'd like to continue going up with, so that when we build our botany exhibits, we can actually get 3 in there from the off that are pristine and ready to go, get a tour in, plus the photosynthesizer. I wonder if we can put anything else to work in this workshop as well. I think if we go to the interactive displays, the troll grab game could work, but I think nothing else is going to be very good. I mean, frog leg, that's more space agey though. The troll grab game could be a good one, so we'll start that and then we can put that in with the botany stuff, although I think that suits more the fantasy theme, so we'll go with that. Right, okay, so we should have some staff coming in now. We have a wizard and a barbarian and a rogue. So the rogue has 10 dexterity, which is pretty good. They are also scout with increased luck and loyal, so that's good. We'll take them. So that hires you. Then skilled, yeah, okay, improved dexterity, double improved dexterity on our barbarian. I'll take that, that'll do. And they're also immune to illnesses. And the wizard, Marigold quest log here, improved survey level and an expedition, an alchemist, which means that they will have a increased speed in the workshop. They've also got pilot wings already, so we'll take those 3. Excellent. So we've got the wizard, we've got the rogue and the barbarian. We just need a bard now. So I'll run another advert for a fantasy, and we'll spend 7,500 getting 3 new applicants in. And then we do have a crate here from the Bigfoot Gardens. What has that got? We do have someone who's picked up an illness there, so we'll have to send them off to the springs to heal. It's a blooming buffoon, and it is only epic, and I think I've unlocked everything there. We'll send it to our inventory for now, although we could actually sell it and send someone straight back off on another expedition, but I'm just going to cure Lily Solomon now. There we go. Right, excellent. So, where we're looking at right now. I kind of went with a bit of a scientific-y feel in here, but then had some bits of mud and earth poking through, because I do kind of want to stick with the ruined feel of the disaster that occurred here in Bungle Burrows. Bungle Wasteland. Now, let's have a look at what we can do for decorative stuff in here. We might as well start putting these items in so that we can expand the museum and make money a little bit quicker. So I am going to use some mud. No, actually, we'll go with grass. We'll put a grass floor in here. Although there, I kind of want to keep that as it was. So we'll have this come through. Just go back to my flooring here. We're going to copy. Done it again. How have I done that twice? What a fool. There we go. Copy item. We're going to copy this floor here, and we're going to have it kind of go at a bit of an angle. So I want to go down to here like that, and then cut across into there. And then it's going to be the same coming out, cutting across and going into there. Yeah, that does it. And then we'll get a bit of mud in now, I think, just to trim it. So we can put in a few other things here. Maybe we'll put some dirt floor in. Kind of goes along here and along there. We'll fill that little space in there. And then we'll have this kind of come down to here and then down to there. Yeah, that works. Excellent. And then we can maybe put a few plants or something in. Or we can have this dirt floor continue along in this direction. Like that. Yeah, I think that works. That's good. Yeah. Cool. Right. So then we want to just grab a perimeter placement and we want to go all the way along to here with this. And we'll do the same here for now, just to fill in this little bit of area. And then we'll go with our triangle placement. Just fill in the gap there. Excellent. Right. Then go back to our dirt floor and put a perimeter in to the edge of the corridor. Wonderful. Right, so we've got a sickly pear here. I'm just going to pause while I put this in place. I'm going to put the sickly pear in the corner here. We're going to bring it out a little bit so we can decorate behind it. Now, the sickly pear needs a hot climate. It doesn't require a mister. So what we need to do is we need to find our sickly pear stuff. We want to go with temperature. And we're going to put a small heater. Do we already have heat? We do have heat already. So the prickly pear is, the sickly pear, sorry, is fine. The blooming buffoon is going to go there, and that needs a hot climate and a humid climate. So we might need to move this so that the humidity doesn't impact our sickly pear. Then we want to put a humidifier in, or a mister. Do we have a small mister? We've got a small freezer and a freezer, a dehumidifier, a wall dehumidifier, a wall mister. So we can put the wall mister in there. We'll move this along a little bit so that it's right behind it, and then we'll duplicate the mister and put another one in right behind there. So that's good. That is now fully functional. Excellent. Then I want to go to my displays here. We're going to put the photosynthesizer in right here. We're going to bring that sickly pear out a little bit. We'll still put it on an angle, and we'll put it around about here. So what does that need next to it? A garden sign. This one needs to be near a prehistory playground. I'm going to see if I can find another one that's got a better... We'll leave that for now, and then we just want to decorate the area with a botany theme. So a garden sign we can put in. We'll put this on a slight angle. Oh, it's unaffordable. We've run out of money. Wonderful. It shouldn't take us too long to build up the coffers again, though, so I'm not too worried about that. We're going to speed it up a little bit. You can see here we've got quarterly crime report coming in. I did spend a lot of money on security and stuff, so we're doing pretty well with that sort of thing. There we go. We can now put our garden sign in on a slight angle, and that fulfills the buzz bonuses for this one here. Right, good. So we've also got, what else did we get? We got the troll grab game. I'm going to put that in here for now, knowing that I'm actually going to get rid of it and move it into the fantasy finds area once we finally have it. Right, what do we get? Do we have a bard? There's a bard. He is greedy. And he has increased strength from being a power ballader. I mean, we'll take him. We don't... Ooh, Lance Darling has better training speed. We don't really need them. Increased luck and immune to curses on Jemima Quarterhinds. We'll take that second barbarian. And then we're going to take Chansey Crumble here. Now, this could put us in a bit of a situation with our profits. And that isn't good. So we need to be very careful with that. I'm going to make sure that I have a donation stand in here. We're then going to put in an info stand right at the back there, like that. And then we want some botany decorations to finish all of this off. So we can stick in a few flowers and stuff around the back here, angling them. We can use some of these and these little flowers here. And this is all going to merge quite seamlessly with the fantasy area. So when we finally get fantasy stuff, I've got a little corridor that I want to turn into a little bit of a like a cave structure to boost all of that and get that looking really good. We've got a column here. Where is it? Oh, unaffordable. Got no money left. I'm going to put another flower in here that should finish boosting that up to 5. There we go. That's at 5. And it's just the plant there that we need to sort out once we've got a bit more money. But this is good. I mean, we've maxed out the knowledge points on that, maxed out decoration, and maxed out the buzz, so that's pretty good. What we'll also do is we'll add the buzz boost perk to it, and then we've got this one in botany, which is only epic, so I'm not going to put any perks or anything on that. It also needs to be near a prehistory playground, which I've got no intention of using in this museum, so we're just going to leave that for now. We could put in a tour here, but I don't think that's necessary just yet. Although, based on the money that we've currently got, let's do it anyway. Why not? We'll put a tour right there, and then we'll have them go to here and to here, and we'll just confirm that. So that's all done and set up. I mean, what we could do just to drive the people through here is put the Roderick bust right in the middle of that and have the tour go to that instead. So I'll then adjust this tour when I find the stand for it. There it is. Don't think it was going to the Roderick bust actually, so that's okay. Then we'll go to here. Why have I got a fantasy expert working on that? I only want a botany expert, thank you. And we're going to change the setup there. We're going to have them go to that as well, and that finishes that off quite nicely. Although, does he need some decoration? Yes, he does. Right, we're in a little bit of debt here, so hopefully we'll get out of that soon enough. And that's going to allow us... Oh, there we go. Nice little reward there. So let's quickly put down this botany decor, and we can then have this Roderick bust in action quite nicely. I was going to put that trellis there, but that doesn't work. Let's just put a few more flowers around Roderick. Give him a nice bit of decoration. We'll put the sign in right there. Blue flowers. A little vine. And then a couple of small flowers around the back. Just make a little garden dedicated to our favourite actor, Roderick Cushion. There we go. Excellent. That's nice. Cool. Right. There we go. So we do have someone at Remedial Springs, and we now have... Oh, they are back from Remedial Springs. My apologies. Left them waiting for a while. We now have that coming open, just a bit of experience, and then we can start our first expedition. Now, we're going to start a Fantasy Finds expedition. We've got Scorched Earth here, so we're going to unlock that. We've hired someone through a job ad, and we're going to go to the Fledgling Arms, where we can unlock cannon fodder and enchanting items. Now, I don't want to go too far. We're just going to set up our expedition here. Jemima Quarterhines is going to go there. We can get a combined look of 5, which will unlock the event. A side quest, which gives us extra experience. We have a combined strength of 3 to counter that event. So Jemima with her additional luck and good strength is a really good option here. I'm going to take the survey scanner. I'm going to make it a detailed expedition. That'll give us 70% survey level straight away on that expedition. We should just about have enough money to kick off a new expedition where we're going to go back and try and get some more botany stuff. I believe we have all of the scientific stuff unlocked. We want to get the folding chap trap, really. So that'll be our next target. So we're going to go back over to the Bone Belt. We're going to go here, set up our expedition. Ginger Grot, Violet Bog, they're going to go. Although, actually, we're going to replace you with Holly Lemon, so we get rid of that Mono Beast Nest. And I will take the XP journal, because if we get lost, it's an extra 15 days on this expedition. I already want it to be detailed so I can get an increased exhibit quality. That puts us at risk of getting stagnant water, which is an illness, but we'll take that anyway, and off they go. Right, good. So we're still making a bit of money, but it's not a lot. The new hires have been a bit of an issue. We have a health inspector coming in. And then our small botany area here just needs to be fleshed out a little bit more. And once that's done, I'm pretty confident it's going to be a nice little area. And then the idea is they kind of walk around and through, go beyond this security room here, through that, which will end up being opened up, and they will come out in the fantasy finds area, or they can go the other way. So we've lost a little bit of money, but I'm not too worried about that. I think we'll be back soon enough. And our first fantasy finds expedition has returned. What have they got from the fledgling arms for us? So Jemima, what have you brought back? It is Fool's Gold. Right, we are going to send it to our inventory for now, and we're going to get ready to send another expedition off straight away. Now, what's interesting is Fantasy Finds doesn't have like a themed area because it was just a new area that you could go and explore. So there's a lot to kind of think about in terms of where you are going to put things and how you're going to attract guests and visitors and stuff. So Fool's Gold's a pretty good one to bring in first thing, but I'm going to leave it for now because I want to go straight back out there and see what we can find again at Scorched Earth, the Fledgling Arms, sorry. Again, we've got Fool's Gold, which is the enchanting item. We're going to send Marigold off, but we do have the Tavern Tussle risk there, so I'm actually not going to send them. I'm going to send Jemima again, and we're going to take the survey scanner again. We're going to make it a detailed expedition, but we can't afford it because we've only got 1,800 in the bank. Maybe we need to take out a loan, but again, I'm not too bothered about taking out loans right now. We've got a couple of things here. So yeah, you can see the dwarves and the goblins are coming in straight away to have a look around. And they're not going to be happy right now, but we can cope with that, really. It's not too much of an issue. We're losing a bit of money. I think it's because we're restocking stuff. So what we actually do need to do is we're going to add either another gift shop or some more items into this gift shop once we've got some cash in. Currently, guest environment they're pretty happy with, and the happiness is 87%. So I'm not too bothered about that right now. Tickets are okay value. That will go back up soon enough once we get more exhibits in, because people are over here enjoying this new botany area where we're starting to bring in quite a bit of cash. The science area is holding really strong though, because they have maxed out buzz boosts and they are pristine exhibits all the way through. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that is. This area here we could do with improving, right where the entrance is, but I assume, or I think, I'll probably put in a mixture of different stuff. So we'll have a little bit more botany in there, and then we can start putting some fantasy find stuff in as well. So we have enough money now to start our second expedition. We're going to send again, we're going to go with Jemima. We are going to take the survey scanner. We're going to make it detailed, so it's a 20-day expedition and they are off. And we've also got Bigfoot Gardens returning in about 4 days, so that's not going to take us long at all. We drop into debt, but it's not going to take us too long to get out of this. We also need to think about going to these areas here to actually get our next star and unlock some more sciencey exhibits. But what I'd like to do today is just push and try and get as many of these new exhibits as possible. So here we go. What's this? Is it the folding chap trap? Yes, it is, and it's pristine, so we can place that right now. And I'm going to put it here. Then we're going to move the troll grab game over to here. Put the folding chap trap back in on an angle here. It is already maxed out. It does need to be near a garden sign, and it is. It just needs a humidifier put in. 2 next to it, that gets it taken up. Is this okay still? Yes, it is. Good. So the chap trap is up and running now as well, and then we'll take our troll grab game over here and we'll make a start on our area where we're going to start putting our fantasy find stuff. So we're going to have the troll grab game right there. We've got another expedition from the Fledgling Arms returning. What have they given us now? Looks like it's the fantasy statue, which needs multiple pieces. So that's a decent start there. I'm putting that in my inventory. We're then going to have a look over here. Go back into our inventory. Grab this fantasy statue here. We're going to put it right there as it welcomes people into this area. And then we'll put the Fool's Gold down here right next to the troll grab game. Now, this is probably going to need to expand, which is why I've chosen this side of the building so I can move out into that area there. And then here, we're going to have a few new decor items. So we're going to put down some wallpaper to begin with. And I think over here, I want this to be the town. So we're going to go with this double panel cream, which I'm going to unlock. And then we're going to start decorating. We're going to go along here and along here. Fill in that space. And then we're going to... all of this wall should now be done. And then here. And then we're going to wallpaper here. With it being a room, if you do the fill tool, it will fill in the whole room on the exterior, which means it'll go into other areas of your museum. You can see here this, if I was to kind of do this on the toilet, everything would go around and that whole area would be filled in, which is not ideal. Then we're going to have a look at our floor, and for now I just want to put some nice ancient diamond cobbles, or have we got any other cobbles that we can put down? Something fantastical for us. Long range pine, dragon's lair, dimpled red, snazzy red, oh okay, smart grey, mottled, let's go with long range pine. Obviously this is all going to change because I'd quite like to adjust and like put like a little tavern in and stuff, so that's what we're going to do. Jasmine Odyssey is on our way to the museum, so we want to make sure that this place is looking good. Let's see, fantasy items, decorative fantasy. Now we can unlock these early doors. That's going to be very useful for us. So we'll take the fantasy double banner here and we'll put that down here. And another one on the corner there. We'll change the look of that one. We'll just put it there, tucking it in, and then we'll do another one here, tucked in there. Then we want to put in a few merchant barrels. I don't want to change the colours of these. I'd just change the angle at which they are displayed, have them on slight angles there. And then I'll put blacksmith columns at the back. They just fit in against the wall. I'm just going to adjust that one a little bit so that it's right in the middle. Then we'll put another one. Oh, is it going to fit? We'll put one. Actually, we don't need to because they're 5 of 5. This one's only 3 of 5. So we'll put a blacksmith column there. And there. There. And there. Oh, that one's way off. I think they are lined up quite nicely. And then we can put in... let's see what other decorative stuff we can add in. We don't have any other fantasy things we can add in, but I could put a few barrels around there, although it is already at 5 of 5, so we don't need to. Then we're going to go to our speakers. Always do this. Please do not neglect the speakers. They're very useful, giving you a 10% boost no matter what you do otherwise. So get fantasy speakers in here. I actually also need to put them in the botany area with the botany trait on. But the speakers just add that extra bit of ambience and give you a little boost to the buzz there. And more buzz means more profit, which means you're going to be able to get back out on more expeditions as quickly as possible. They don't have, you know, you don't need to be in range of anything. And if you overlap them, it doesn't matter. So that is always a good thing to do. Right, then we're going to need to add in some donation bins. I'm going to put a large donation bin right here, just to get us started, and then we'll put info stand over here. We'll put it there, blocking in that clown, but he'll move. And then we'll put one here and one here. There we go. Right, we are underway. We've now unlocked Fairydale, and we have our expeditions heading off to the fantasy lands. I think I may have a staff member with an illness, although they might have already gone to get cured. The easiest way to do that then is to just start an expedition. We'll go over to the Bone Belt. We'll go to the Healing Springs. We will... yes, Violet Bog does still have an illness, but we're going to go cure her now. And then I think we'll head back to the area where Fantasy Finds takes place. Get another fantasy thing done. And then we can call it a day. We've got our folding chap trap in there now. It's still... actually, we've only got 3 of 4 knowledge on that, so I could do with another one. I definitely want to go and get a new blooming buffoon that is pristine, so that's something that's going to be happening. I could put a bit of money into a loan and get it done, but the more we add into this, the easier it's going to be to continue making money. So that'll be easy. I'm not too panicked about it all. We've now had an elf visit, and we have unlocked the fantasy statue. So we're getting quite a few shinies in our sticker book. I'm going to go through that soon enough and tell you what a lot of the requirements are. That could be in another video, and if I get the time to do it. But yeah, it would be interesting to show you guys what you need to do to get each of these shiny stickers, because some of them are more difficult than others, take a little bit more time than others. Like if I have a look at the if we actually just quickly go into this and I show you the general ones, because they're the more difficult ones to get. So for a pristine impressionist statue, you need to have 500 guests view it. So the olive statue, which is one that I've regularly got, you have 500 guests view it, so you get the shiny sticker book. The sonic claw machine, you need 500 guests viewing it. The sound stage, which I've already got, and the realization station, because you traditionally put them in everything you've got. But then the Roderick bus, you need to discover a pristine quality exhibit. Same with the Jasmine album, but you only get the shiny sticker once you've unlocked the exhibit, and you unlock the exhibit by getting a good visit from them. So in my space themed zoo in Pebbly Heights, we got that high rated visit from her, and she gave us that exhibit of the album. She's currently in now, and she's assessing the exhibit decoration, the exhibit buzz, and the exhibit quality, and she might then give us another one that we can use in. I don't think they're transferable, so you can't take them to another museum, which is a little bit unfortunate. So there we go, we've had a museum inspection. Not enough bins and too much litter from the health inspector, so more bins necessary. We now have enough money to do another expedition, and we're going to do it in the Bone Belt. We're going to go back here, and we are going to set this up to be as high quality as possible. If I can get it combined again, Holly Lemon is going to go. That takes us up over the Mono Beast, and we're going to go with, who we're going to take. We'll take Wilbert, no we'll not, we'll take Violet Bog. We don't want to get lost, but there's nothing we can do about that. We'll just have to, actually we can, we'll take the Expedition Journal again. We don't need a high survey level for this. It's currently unaffordable. We must have lost money somewhere. Is it the end of the month? Yes, it's the end of the month. But we'll make it back quick enough. You can see we're already at 9,000, and once we collect a few more donations, we should be okay. Now, I only have a basic training room at this moment in time, so we're going to have a look at what we can do, looking at our training menu. Who can we train up? Now, I'd like to train a security guard like Belle Eggman here to have Aerodynamics 2. We'll put that in, and then we'll just set them to only collect donations. Or we'll have them collecting donations and chasing down criminals. We're at 14,000, so again, like I said, we're going to be on another expedition very soon. Need another 1,000, I think. It's got to be 16,000 for this one. And then that should be underway nice and quick, and we can finish off strong. There we go. Start the expedition. Over to here. There we go. Get Holly Lemon on it and Violet Bog. Then we will take the expedition journal, make it detailed. Off you go. Get me what I need. Now, I'm going to add another desk here, and we're also going to have a look at what sort of plushies we can put in, because we've now got botany, so why not put in some botany plushies next to the Cheesy Gubbins stuff. Put one there, and then the toy stand we've not actually put in yet. We might actually put a second gift shop in somewhere else. And that'll kind of have the botany stuff go through into another gift shop. This will just be for science, botany, and then we can do a nice gift shop in here as well for the fantasy find stuff. Right, Jasmine Odyssey's visit is done. Hopefully, she's got enough about her to give us a new exhibit that we can put in. And then it'll be happy days. But I'm really liking how this is looking now. I think it's starting to get a good flow to it. There's more that we can unlock. But what I'm going to do is, again, off camera, we're going to upgrade these exhibits. We're going to get these completed, I think. That would be a good thing to do before we continue to progress with both the Fantasy Finds story and our actual science story, because we need to get our second star, and that's going to be my aim for the next episode. So, is this back yet? No, it's not. We'll wait to see what they bring us next episode. Oh, our sickly pear is dying. Why is it dying? What's wrong with it? Why is it wilting? Does it just need someone to come to it and look after it? Let's call an expert in with botany. Okay. I think it's safe now. It's safe. Good. Right, what can we add to it? Nothing. Anyway, that's now done. We might as well wait a little bit for this stuff to come through. I could maybe do with another botany expert, but we have quite a few staff members, and I don't want to... I mean, I think that the main reason we're losing money is... okay, nice, but nothing in particular happens, so we don't get any rewards from Jasmine, unfortunately. Our helicopter is coming back. Actually, while we're doing this and waiting for it, let's do another Fantasy Finds expedition. See if we can get something new. I don't want to send anybody other than you. We will also take the survey scanner. We'll make it detailed again. And off you go. Right, so they might actually bring back a pristine Fool's Gold, although I don't think we were quite at that level yet, so we'll just have to wait. And we are back. Have we got... Violet Bog's got an injury, an illness. The Blooming Buffoon, excellent. That's what we wanted. And we can now sell this, maybe. What's this Blooming Buffoon want? Does it need to be near a vine column? That is perfect. So we're going to sell this one, giving us 15,000. We'll pause. We'll move the Blooming Buffoon back into place here. Like that. And then it just needs to be near a vine column. That's what it asked for. There's a vine column right there, so I'll just duplicate it, and I'll just stick the vine column at the back there, giving it the maximum buzz increase. It's also got full knowledge, and that is a perfect way to finish off. I am going to send another expedition out immediately to see if we can get another folding chap trap that we can very quickly deconstruct and really finish this one all off. So that would be really good. We'll go with Speedy, actually. We don't need anything other than that. We're going to go to our photo mode. This is looking really good now. I'm very happy with how this has turned out. So I hope you've enjoyed it as well, and are looking forward to the next episode of 2 Point Museum. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.